The weather outside is miserable. It's a couple days before Christmas. It couldn't be colder or rainier. Like, where's the snow then? You know what I mean? Like, maybe if it were snowing, it wouldn't feel as miserable, or it would feel more seasonally appropriate. I'm not sure, I don't know. I was gonna dress up for this video, you know, put on some yellow, or maybe like try and look cute, but it was too cold. So instead I put on my OA wolf sweatshirt. Anybody out there watch the OA? If you haven't, you should. Yes, it got canceled prematurely though, so you won't get to finish the story either, but then you'll understand my struggle and why I'm like this. Let's get into the point of the video. I've got a doll here, and it is so heavy, and I can't fathom, like my mind can't process the reason why this box would be that heavy. It's a new doll company, and a new doll from that company, the first of its kind. This is the Nymphia Wind doll by Atomic Labs, and look, they wrote her name in the shape of a banana, like honestly iconic. And there's one of the little boxes that came in the larger box, and then this extraordinarily heavy box. Why is it so heavy? Why should it be this heavy? I have to know. I can't wait any longer. I have to understand what I'm feeling and why. It just seems to be another box in a box. I guess the packaging must be extremely heavy, because this is probably the heaviest doll I've ever felt. Even heavier than some of my BJDs. If you know, you know. Not all of my BJDs, but some of them. Oh, cutie. It must be the packaging, right? So this is the packaging for the doll. It is sleek. It is yellow, naturally, because Nymphia Wind wouldn't have it any other way. And the name is raised. It's like embossed. And it says Nymphia Wind in the shape of a banana. I'm already impressed with the packaging. Let me just, the garbage has begun. The garbage has begun. There it is. It's a box and it's sleek as the back looks as so. It says Atomic Lab. It has a beautiful photo of our Nymphia on it. Yay, there we go. Ring like glare gone. Ah, such a stunning queen, absolutely. I'm gonna take the cover off of this. There's no reason for it to be heavy. I guess the packaging is just heavy. But there we go. There's a little information about our girl Nymphia on the inside here. Nymphia Wind is obviously a drag queen who's absolutely stunning and gorgeous. She's weird, she's quirky, she's fun. That's why I like her. She was on RuPaul's Drag Race. Here is what I'm looking at. There's just some ring light glare over the plastic, but this is the doll. If I'm honest, I have no idea how much this cost. It was extraordinarily expensive. It was in the $150 range, I do believe. It's designed by Jason Wu, who I think still does a lot of work with Integrity, and Atomic Labs is his company. So he's branched off on his own to make dolls. Now, when this doll came out, the idea of this doll, people were like, the face doesn't look like Nymphia, the face doesn't look like Nymphia, it looks generic, blah, 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 blah. So recently I get an email and they're like, guess what, bitches? We sculpted another face, you're getting two heads. And that's what should be in this little box. That one does look much more like Nymphia, honestly. And someone was watching one of my videos last night and commented that they were opening their Nymphia doll now and the head is really hard to switch. So I'll be doing that and give you the full view. But let's talk about the doll first. Let's get into this absolutely stunning queen. First of all, the packaging is impressive, just by sheer weight alone. How easy is it to get undone? That just slides right out. Wow, what a delight. Here is Our Lady in her beautiful yellow box without the plastic glare on it, and oh my, yes, stunning. When I saw this doll, first of all, I'm a Nymphia fan, second of all, I'm a drag fan, so this doll appealed to me. I also wanted to see, I was curious. It was like a $150 curiosity. I was like, I have to know what this first doll from this new doll brand is gonna be like. I feel like they're going for sort of an Integrity style, you know, expensive, high fashion, couture. There's a COA in the bottom of this. So I didn't look that much into it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I simply clicked purchase. I bought this when I was gainfully employed, so it's always nice to have your dolls coming in when you have absolutely no money at all. Here is the COA. It's on thick paper. I guess there are only 1,500 of these dolls made. Cool. I have one of 1,500. Have you ever been afraid to remove a doll from a box? That's how I feel right now, but I'm gonna do it, everyone. Yes, that's happening. Is anybody watching any television that I might like, or movies even, digitally, you know? Because I'm really struggling to try to find something that I like. I have specific taste and nothing is living up to my expectations. There was one show that I watched that I'm looking for a psychological thriller. Heavy focus on the psychology. Preferably female leads, but I could do it with men too. I don't know. Everything is boring, predictable, and I'm looking for something that's neither of those things, and that's why you should watch the OA. Please leave me suggestions in the comment section down below. I'm desperate. I'm a desperate girl. Did I watch anything else that was good? No. The one that I liked was a German show called, it had something to do with children. I don't know, it was like okay. It's kind of culty, kind of weird. That's what I guess drew me to it in the first place. Oh, sorry, queen. She fell. Somehow already covered in dog hair. I've had her for 0.2 seconds and she hasn't even come out of the box yet. She's out. There's also a stand stuck in the bottom that I could see from the back. So oh, there's more things down here too. I guess I have to cut it open. Anyway, I'll put the name of the show on the screen if you want to check it out. It like wasn't 10 on 10, but it was like okay. I'd say it was like a 7 or an 8, which is good for me. Oh, you know what I watched that I liked? The second season of Poker Face. They gave me a twist at the end that I wasn't expecting. Oh no. It's better than the ones from Integrity, but it's still gonna be twisty and turny, I'll bet. Sweet. All right, I see what we're doing here. This is meant to be a rival to Integrity Toys. It's got the same kind of mood, vibe, and feeling. Expensive, high quality, luxury, adult. It says Nymphia Wind on the bottom. You probably can't see it. There we go. And comes very similarly to an Integrity Toys doll. You get the stand with the acrylic base. This actually is like a little bit better, but she's still gonna be spinning on there, but at least she can like sit in it, so she's not so likely to just tip over. That's a little bit better than an Integrity stand for me. She comes with the foot in hand pack, very similar to Integrity Toys. Let's look ski. The texture of them is different though. Integrities are harder. These are like a little bit softer. Really nice sculpting. There's the little foot. You can see all the sculpting and like the bones over the top of the foot. It's got the split in the toes like the Integrity toy dolls have. The nails are painted. Like even the bottom is kind of nice looking. It's giving rich, you know. And hands are the same texture. Integrity feels like hard plastic. These feel like more like a vinyl. I don't know if that's accurate. Look at the front. Very pretty sculpting on those. I like the neutral color they chose for the nails. And now we've had a look at everything she came with. So let's look at the doll as she comes. I'm fascinated. Just kidding, we can't because this is still attached to her. Ooh, Saran. Very waxy. Ooh, I don't like it. Now that the siren has gone, I'm sure there'll be another. What I was feeling was the texture of this hair. It's like really waxy and I find it unpleasant. And you know what it feels like actually? When you get the Jenny dolls and Leica dolls from Japan, that's the texture of this hair and it's never been my favorite. I don't like the way it feels. Does it look pretty? Yes, absolutely. It's just like not for touching for me. But this hair is beautiful. It's super long and it's tucked under there too, so there's even more of it. It's up in a high po. It's got a little wrap and it has the front pulled back and you can see underneath how they've done that, how they've created that. It looks nice. I mean, it's nice looking hair. Just not for touching for me personally. I'm gonna talk about this face that she's wearing and then take out the other face from the other box and have a look at that one. But here is the beautiful face of this particular doll. Now, I don't know what the situation is with this, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't know if they're like, this is our face mold and we're gonna make it look like Nymphia. Like, it's kind of unclear to me, but they have given this like a very Nymphia coded screening, okay? It's got like very straight upwards facing eyebrows. There's beautiful yellow makeup on the lid, a cut crease, and then some beautiful brown blended up. It's like a really dramatic makeup look, which is very stunning. There's lashes on there. Are they rooted or are they glued on? Those are rooted. So they're dramatic, but this is a drag doll, so I feel like that's an appropriate method of applying lashes for this particular doll. This one has blue eyes. There's like a little detail underneath the eye that's very, very pretty and very, very Nymphia coated. I had to look at it in the light, but the nose contour that you see on that doll is not lighting. It actually does have nose contour, so that's kind of stunning and gorgeous. You can see there's some like contour blushing on the cheeks, And then we've got just a really pretty neutral lip with a little bit of a darker outline there. Very pretty. I mean, this face is pretty. It doesn't really look like Nymphia, and that's what people were complaining about. They're like, it doesn't look like Nymphia. Nymphia's Asian. Like, what are you doing? Oh, I see. They gave me instructions on what will work best, actually, for that head removal, so that's good news. And I do want the Nymphia head because I prefer the Nymphia head because it looks more like Nymphia. But the idea of that, like, didn't cross my mind. I was like, oh, it's just a doll inspired by Nymphia, not a Nymphia doll. But I guess it annoyed other people enough and they talked about it enough, so the doll company was like, let's make a Nymphia sculpted head. And they didn't charge you extra for this. They just sent it right along with your doll, so cool. I'm just fascinated by this concept. Like, I've never seen anything like that happen before, you know what I mean? Like, people be complaining about X head mold looks nothing like X person that you were trying to make it after, and no other doll company has decided to just make a new head. I'm fascinated. I'm fascinated by the idea that they're maybe listening to their customer. I don't know. What do I know? Nothing. Unfortunately, we have located my nemesis, the T-tie. This head seems to be held in with T-ties. Only 2 of them though. And they're not jammed through the head, they're just held on with the T-ties, which makes it a little less bad. I do suppose. Okay, no, I lied. I don't like the touch. I don't like the way it feels. I don't like the way it feels. I want it to stop. I don't like it in my hands. Here we go. Here's the Nymphia head. This head does look like her, and I think they did a really nice job with the likeness, actually. I do prefer this head to the original one, even though I think the original one is gorgeous. It has almost an identical screening to the other one, except for she's got brown eyes, and her lashes actually seem thicker than the other head's lashes. The mouth obviously is a different shape because it's sculpted after Nymphia. The other one had a slightly parted open mouth. This one does not, which is fine by me. This nose shape though is where it's at for me. What a unique nose. I especially love it head on. I just think that's so pretty. And I'm really happy to have this face in my collection. Like this head is so pretty to me. Look. All right, let's put her down so I don't have to touch her hair anymore. No offense, girl. So this doll also has earrings, and they're in a very similar style to something Integrity would do. They are metal earrings. They've got a pearl detail up the top here, and then some little crystals hanging down, like 3 long strands of crystals. Stunning, honestly. She also features this necklace, which is strapped down. There's the necklace, free. It has movement to it, as you can see. Also made of metal, has the same style of crystal droopage as the earrings. It's very pretty. Let me know in the comment section down below, are there any other doll brands that sort of rival Integrity Toys? And I'm talking like actually price point wise, quality wise. I'm super interested to know because I can't think of one. Like, I think Integrity Toys is like the top tier of fashion dolls, and then like the next tier of doll for me would be a ball jointed doll. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're like as high as you can go in the fashion doll world, because this could be the first rival. Obviously the big statement moment piece is this fantastic yellow fur coat. And I feel like I heard somebody say at some point she did a photo shoot in an outfit that was very similar to this. I'm gonna have to look and see if I can find it on the internet so I can put it in this video. The features of this absolutely stunning coat are this giant collar, and how cute would she look with a popped collar? Like, rich, hey. She has so much money, she doesn't even know what to do with it. The collar has a beautiful, this feels like silk. It has a silk lining here. Maybe it's not, maybe it's just lining fabric. The coat is floor length, as you can see, but the back has like a freaking train. So when you like set her down, that's gonna look so freaking cool. Oh my god. Let's pull that off. And here is what the inside of the jacket looks like. Absolutely stunning, absolutely gorgeous. Fully lined. And could this be poly? Absolutely. It's an impressive piece. I feel like it really makes the doll stand out. And it looks stunning on her. Definitely going to be displaying her in that. And let's have a look at what she is wearing here. We've got a little corset. This corset, is that boning? I like want to take it off, but I'm like never going to be able to get it back on. All right, I may have been disappointed originally because there was not a single solitary banana on this outfit. However, I am not disappointed anymore now that I have this doll in my hands. So she's wearing a corset, which looks, you know, simple and classic, but we've got bust cups made out of 3 pieces of fabric. This boning here is real. So the doll has real boning in her corset. Look at all the stitching detail on it. Like, this must have cost a fortune to make, and you have no idea unless you sew how difficult it is to sew on this scale. Every detail is so gorgeous and perfect. There's an underlayer that's made of mesh too, as you can see, so you can see some of her beautiful body just like standing out there. And then of course there's the back, which is fully lace up and has little eyelet details in it. Like, are you kidding me? The other layer here is just a simple pair of spandex underwear. Nothing to write home about, but the corset is really the standout piece in my opinion from this underlayer. But also what stands out here is these stockings, like honestly stunning. So there are little garter details hanging from the corset, as you can see. This closure is cool. I've seen ones like these before, but these are better than the ones that I've seen. They're made out of plastic and they just hook onto the tights. But we've got yellow mesh stockings here. They're literally made out of mesh, so they don't have very much stretch included in the middle. And then at the very top of these, look at the little pearl details. Look at them. And then you can see more pearl details hanging off the end of these strings. Like, I feel like there's just tons of little details on her that make her super unique and super fun. Then one of our favorite parts of integrity shoes are that they are made out of fabric, and these are made out of vinyl. So these are sewn together. Look at them. They're just a really cool see-through plastic pump here. The sole is lined in the same silky satin fabric, and the heel is just made out of plastic, but I mean, look at them. Look at how cool they are, absolutely. Now we've got some beautiful sculpting on this doll, like as you can see, like look at her chest, oh, gorgeous, arms, stunning. We've got some of the back details that the Integrity Toy dolls have that I like so much. But there's other features of this doll that are better than Integrity Toys, like the fact that she has double jointed freaking elbows, man. Look at this shit, look at this shit. Integrity Toys doll couldn't touch her face. This bitch has no problem doing that. Now she's got limp wrists, and I just think that's so cute. What does this leg do? Oh, bitch, goes all the way freaking up. That's the max the leg will go up, which is actually super impressive. I'll bet she has an incredible turnout too. Stunning. And then I think she also has a freaking double jointed knee. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And it's really attractive. It has a little bit of a shelf. You see that a lot in ball jointed dolls. But the sculpting on it is actually freaking gorgeous. Like when it's bent, it looks nice, and when it's straight, it looks nice. Damn, some ball jointed doll companies could learn from this. Almost natural. This little shelf makes it unnatural, but other than that, it's pretty natural looking. And then she's got some ankle mobility. Both her ankles are freaking broken right now. I don't think people's ankles can do that. There's a nice flex on her too. Wowie zowie. There's a chest joint in here also, which I feel like has similar mobility to an Integrity Toys. It's not super functional, honestly. I bet it does the side to side just fine, or boobies fell out. Yeah. It's got side to side, which is very similar to the Integrity Toys chest joint. I love these little hands. Oh, look at you. You're gonna be so pretty once I put the other face on you. You're already pretty. She kind of will go on there. It's still twisting, just twisting and turning all the way around. I'd love to know what this hair fiber is and why it feels like that. Maybe it just has like wax in it. Somebody in the comments section let me know what the fuck is going on with this hair. It's exactly the same texture as the Jenny and Leica dolls. I don't know if that's helpful to anybody in telling me what the fuck is wrong with it. I need answers and why I hate touching it so much. I'm fairly certain this is saran with some sort of waxy coating on it, but let me know. Overall, other than the texture of the hair, which, you know, I don't really have to touch that often, I am blown away. I'm as impressed with her as I have been with my Integrity Toys dolls, and in some ways more. I love this body. This body is absolute fire to me. Like, I love having a double jointed fashion doll like this where the joints are unobstructive, because I feel like on Made to Move Barbies, the joints like disrupt the flow of the doll itself. These ones do not do that, and she has like incredible posability. I am obsessed with this girl. Look, she's having a mentee bee. She's pretending she doesn't know how to do things, just like the real Nymphia. Nymphia does everything well. Look at the knee. Like, I'm very impressed. Very, very impressed. oh my God, I don't know how to do this challenge. And then she's like, oops, I won it. That's my impression of Nymphia. Upon first arrival, first receival, first doll from Atomic Labs, I have to say I am very impressed. For me, this definitely does rival an Integrity Toys doll, and it makes sense because Jason Wu has worked with Integrity Toys, so he like understands like how to make a good doll. But I feel like he almost took an Integrity Toys doll, took all the things we love about them, stuck them in here, and then improved on certain things like the posability. And I really appreciate it because I'm a posability junkie. I just love getting good poses out of my dolls. I mean, the quality of the clothes is on par with Integrity. I'm like particularly impressed with this tiny corset with the actual freaking boning and all the tiny stitching in it. It looks really good. It's really high quality. The jacket is also a high quality piece. This is a simple pattern though. Like, this is easy to sew in comparison to something like this. You know what I mean? And I'm also super impressed that they trolled the internet, listened to what people were saying, and then gave us a Nymphia face. This is a pretty face, don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful, beautiful face. And I will have to find a use for you, so maybe I'll get you a Barbie body and stick you on there. Or I can try one of those AliExpress bodies, except I don't want to pay tariffs, so maybe never mind. But this, like, honestly and truly is one of the prettiest faces in my collection. I feel like it actually looks just like Nymphia, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, the nose. The nose is my favorite part. I love a unique nose. The hair is my least favorite part. Go back to sleep. Have a little nap before I start yanking on your head. There was no like fucking, there could be in the future though, right? Like you have to like sign up and become an exclusive member of an exclusive club to be able to purchase their dolls. There was none of that shit. You just went on the website and purchased the doll, which I appreciate. And I feel like that is one of the things of Integrity Toys that people are like, ew. They're like trying to like seem so exclusive and so awesome, but you don't have to seem exclusive and awesome to be exclusive and awesome. And this doll is a testament to that, I guess. So fuck my drag. We'll just wait for that siren to go by. Once they start, they do not stop. That's what I have learned. It will go on and on and on. I've trapped myself in here. Oh, fuck my hip. My hip. Ow. My hip's tight again, everyone. It's terrible news. I don't know what happened. I didn't do anything. It's just, my body's doing that thing again. You know, that thing that it likes to do. That thing that it does where it just decides that nothing's okay. So all the food that I ingest gives me indigestion. I get reflux. My sinuses are a mess. That tends to happen in the winter though. I'm having like an allergic reaction to the freaking cold where I just randomly break out in hives. I had a really big one right there. What else? What else is going on with my body? And then my like hip seized up for no reason again. It's the same thing. The hip flexor is super tight. And she's just been digging in there trying to release it. But she did give me some like new exercises. My PT, I loved her. And she like actually like significantly fixed my body, but then she freaking left. And I was like, no, I'm gonna have to go meet a new person and learn new things. And my PT was like, go see Nicole. She's a hypermobility specialist. And I was like, oh, okay. It's interesting because she was having me do particular exercises where I was working like through my full range of hypermobile motion. And then she was forcing me to use like the muscles in my body from that position, which makes sense because as a hypermobile person, you tend to like rely too much on the joints. And that's when you like will fall into your full range of motion. So like when your knees hyperextend, your elbows hyperextend because you're lazy and tired. This was you moving through all of that stuff while still having to use muscles, which I think is useful, right? For a hypermobile person? I don't know. But what do I know? I know nothing other than the fact that I feel like a pile of shit. And I just said to somebody I had a few good days this month, and I did. That was the thing. I had like a week where I was thriving, man. It always falls apart. It's the fucking. There's actually like a name for it, like an actual phobia, where stuff is going well and you know it's gonna take a turn. That's how I live my life. I'm like, oh, it's going too well. Here comes the fucking. But anyway, let's get back to the doll because the sirens have stopped. For me, Atomic Labs' first doll, the Nymphia Wind doll, is an absolute hit. And if they keep moving in this direction and making dolls of this caliber, I would definitely purchase again because I love her. Assuming I'm not in poverty like I am right now. It's fine, no worries if not. She really brightened my day with her bright yellow sunniness, you know? Now I'm gonna go rip her head off. Bitch. I was impressed with her before with the first face, but now that she has this face, look at the long shot. Look at the body sculpting. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious me. Look at her beauty. The removal process of this head, I removed the head with a blow dryer like the instructions said, but But as you can see, the eyelashes are kind of fucked up. Now I can rearrange those with a little bit of heat. That is not a problem. But I didn't want to ruin her eyelashes. So what I ended up doing was sticking the head into a plastic bag, boiling some water, sticking her in the water like up to her nose and just waiting for like 2 or 3 minutes. And then once the vinyl was soft enough, I was easily able to put this head onto the body. I would recommend. It did the least damage that it could possibly do. Like, her hair looks a little messy now, but I can pretty easily fix that, especially because it's so greasy feeling that it'll probably just stick to itself. So that would be my personal recommendation. The head is hard to get off. The second head was easy to get on. And that is the gorgeous girl that I am looking at. And oh my goodness gracious me, I love her so much. Let's get a full body. Let's see her in all of her glory. And next to her old head, she said, "Goodbye, old head. Hello, new head." And she's so happy now. You can tell by the smile on her face. Yes. And so those are my opinions about this Nymphia wind doll from Atomic Labs. I'd like to know your opinions down in the comment section below. Please let me know what you think. Price point is kind of high, but you are getting integrated quality. Did you end up getting her? Did you even know that she existed? Because I feel like she kind of like slid under the radar a little bit, but like if you were following certain people on the internet, you would have known about it. It's like that kind of thing. So make sure you let me know all of your opinions in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing and hilarious content just like this. And we hope that you have a wonderful time. We hope you have a wonderful, wonderful time. Goodbye with her double-jointed arm. Yes, queen. Say goodbye to your adoring fans. Goodbye. Goodbye to my head. Goodbye.